This is a college football playoff semifinal at the Orange Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners against the South Carolina Gamecocks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. Tremendous build-up for the semifinal game. Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines. Holly?
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, this team is expected to be here. That's the hardest thing about coming into the game here today and this kickoff. These are the big dogs. Everybody thought they would be competing for a national championship, but they barely squeaked by in a win last week. They are going to have to be better, eliminate some of their mistakes, and showcase why people thought they would be in the conversation for national champion and play a little bit stronger and better today. It all starts with this opening series and better execution for this team. Guys?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Bringing it out. It's Turtle. Hackett at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Gamecocks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Right away, the focus on this offensive line, well aware of the challenge. You can't put on the tape and not see an imposing defensive front, Joel, that's been so good at getting after the quarterback. Can they handle it?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Chris, if they're in obvious passing situations, no, they cannot handle it. They've got to run the football effectively, in particular on first down. Get into those third and shorts, because if you're in third and long, there's no chance.
All the intrigue and all the challenge of a conference battle in the playoff bracket. These two teams came through the SEC, got into the bracket, and now stand in each other's way for a chance to win a national title.
And Chris, as you know, just such a proud conference, and there's no doubt that whoever wins this matchup is going to be trying to carry that torch forward for the entirety of the SEC to try to march forward for a championship.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. They bring it down to the 38. That's good enough for a first down.
I really love this play design on third down. You get into a 3-by-1 formation and try to get your best player in a one-on-one situation on the backside, and it's an easy slant. Easy pitch and catch, beautiful route, beautiful ball, and it's a conversion for the offense.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. And he goes out of bounds just past midfield.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that.
He's got some space, look out.
Well, Chris, it's kind of like rinse and repeat on these sets of downs here. Only run on first down, move the chains on second and third down, and stay on the field. This line is doing one heck of a job, in particular on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff from the shotgun. Inside the 25. Got an opening here. Touchdown, South Carolina, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. What a tremendous opening statement for this offense to get the first points on the board, to execute like that, a long drive in this pressurized playoff game.
That's exactly right, Chris, and I've already talked about establishing early momentum and how critical it is in these big games, in these huge environments, and they were able to do that right off the rip. What a great drive and a great series for them. Terrific play calling. I thought the rhythm was solid. Line of scrimmage played well. And here they are with an early score.
And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Sooners offense comes out for their first possession today. In these postseason games on the big stage, obviously turnovers a huge key. How does this offense operate, Joel? How aggressive can they be knowing they're facing a defense that takes the ball away so well?
Chris, it comes down to timing and spacing. As a quarterback, you've got to understand that the ball needs to leave your hand on time, and as a wide receiver, you've got to create the correct picture. Because you have to understand, anytime that ball is tipped or if you overthrow it as a quarterback.
Sacked, it's a loss back to the 6.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Down and long now from their own 6. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage, good tackling in space, and now it's 4th down.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. The shotgun handoff here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36. And following the catch, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Senior linebacker. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
The back's got it again. Open field ahead. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense is still clicking. For the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's going to carry this offense. And wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Back to throw. It's Bentley. Coming after him. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd-and-long situation. Pass rush closing in. He's going to pull it down and run. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. And the Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Running play called on 3rd and short. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And South Carolina in the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. The Sooners will line up to boot it away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on 1st down. This offense continues to just gain yards on 1st down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. The receiver makes the catch. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Really good play call here offensively. They're going to go with this read option. So they're going to read the in man on the line of scrimmage. And as he crashes down towards the back, the quarterback just keeps it. What I love about it is his athleticism on the outside. You can see that he's got some skill and some speed. And he's able to pick up a really nice gain here.
Defense all over that 1st down throw. Short gain makes it 2nd and 7. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here comes the rush. And it falls incomplete.
Chris, I think he's a bit rattled here. Sometimes you see the mechanics falter, and in particular footwork, and you can tell that the game is moving too fast for the quarterback, and that's what I'm seeing right now. He's not stepping through his drop. He throws this off his back foot, and it's totally inaccurate.
A deep shot to the left side. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over him.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for He's got room to run. Look out. Good enough for the first down with a 37. The Sooners come up to the line in a hurry up. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get the ball wherever you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
After the completion, we'll stop to check out an injured player on the field. A sophomore defensive end. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. On the run here, lets it go. QB to the tight end for a completion. Not quite enough for the first down. Going to be 4th down and just inches.
Chris, I think that...
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. Did not make first down yardage. A huge turnover on downs. And the 4th down attempt comes up short. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This could create some problems for a defense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Tuggle. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
This is great recognition by the wide receiver of the coverage being run, because on a drag route, if it's man coverage, you're going to continue to run. If it's zone coverage, you're going to sit down, and he sits down right here. Quarterback is on the same page, and they're able to get a completion, some yards after the catch, and get a first down.
Here we go. Ready. He hands it to the back. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. A play action, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. They stop him, but it's a first down.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
And the Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense, is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
And they make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 6. Now we get a timeout from the Sooners. That's their first. Chance to talk over what they're going to call here on 3rd down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. And they'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. The lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Oh, devastating after a great offensive series, and the kick misses the chip shot. I think from here on out, you might think about going for it on 4th down, because his confidence has got to be shook.
And And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling. Space, and that's a completion for no gain.
Dropping back, it's Bentley. Away here. And that sets up a return. Grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Oh, they can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. They're one of the star players on this defense. Couldn't make it.
Man, they avoided a disaster there. I thought that could have been picked, and they told us all week long that they were going to expect some of those screen routes. We knew that this team was very good in the screen game, and defensively they are aware of that, and they're ready to diagnose this thing early. Great pursuit, great effort. I'll tell you, this defense, they're not going to be surprised.
Gamecocks will spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Last completion gets them near the marker. It'll be 3rd down and inches. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Sellers. The Gamecocks come to the line to run the hurry-up. Keeper all the way. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the move now. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
Here he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Barrels into the end zone.
Great teams close the half well. That's exactly what we're seeing here, extending the lead going into halftime. The offense goes out there, executes, and puts it in the end zone. This team is running on all cylinders right now.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So they'll just take the knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Powers now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to this lead in the second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. We're set to get the third quarter going, but let's find out what Holly Rowe has learned on the sidelines. Holly?
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Second and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looks right for a quick completion. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. The back's got it. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Sooners will have to punt this one away. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. And the coverage team finally gets him, but a great return. You can see the elusive speed from the return man. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. And there's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaking into the clear. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. This offense really clicking.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well. That's led to this huge lead.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Gonna run it. It's a bunt. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Bentley. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable. He's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees. All right, so you get the completion, and maybe this is a more manageable 4th down opportunity, but I still don't love the idea of going for it and being aggressive. This is just too many yards to go for it. I think the punt is the play.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Time to check in now with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
Down here on the Gamecocks sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback keeps it on the option.
Well, I can see what they're doing here. They're trying to get themselves back on schedule and create a manageable third down situation, but the defense was ready for it. They're keying on this quarterback. They're keying on these option plays, and they were able to get a stop here and create an obvious passing situation. Now you're putting stress on your offensive line and that pass protection for this third down.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pulls it in. It's Sellers. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on third down. They're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You've got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you've got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Caught by the receiver. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. So they finally feed the elite wide receiver. He hasn't played a huge part in building this lead, Joel, but let's see what they look to him as they try to close it out.
And, Chris, not all contributions show up on the stat sheet. This defense has certainly been aware of this wide receiver and committed resources to try to slowing him down, which they've done, but that's allowed other areas of this offense to have success. Now, as the defense shifts back, I think he's going to have more of an opportunity in the next couple of series to create some of those catches.
And it's South Carolina in the lead here. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. That has not been the case here so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To the 25. Look out, he's breaking free. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Huge play to stretch the lead and close in on another victory, Joel, trying to take a perfect record to the championship game.
And, Chris, as we've covered this team throughout the season, what I've been most impressed with is their focus. They are just ready one game at a time. It's all the coach speak, one play at a time, all those things that we as fans roll our eyes at. Well, they practice what they preach, and they have done such a good job all year, and that's this position.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point makes this a 35-zip game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team not there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard in the play. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Wants to throw it. And the pressure's on. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Chris, in this situation, down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Walker. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, that is not what you want on 3rd down. Terrible execution. This offense has got to be better moving forward. They're not going to win this game.
Sorry to interrupt, Joe, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Running out of time in the pocket. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop. And they're stopped. It's a turnover on downs. Holly Rowe has a report now from the sidelines. Holly?
Hey guys, down here on the South Carolina sideline, this team is so excited for their young quarterback. They knew he had all the talent in the world, but this is the biggest stage he has had to perform on so far. Guys are coming up to him, patting him on the helmet, telling him he did a great job. They do have some ball left to play, but they can sense they are on to bigger and better things, and it was their young quarterback who has led the way. Guys?
Right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. He keeps it on a design run. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down. And after the play, it looks like a man is shaken up. Certainly hope that doesn't affect them moving forward in the playoff. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. After the run, there's a man down, injured on the field. The clock has stopped for an injured player on the field. And the Gamecocks will line up here on 1st down and goal. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
I don't love this play call. 1st and goal inside the 3. How about let the big guys up front get after it, run the football into the end zone? This feels like a stat padding type of play call, trying to get a touchdown pass for your quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Still no answer for this offense. This offense just continues to perform and pour it on. And it has the look of a group that fully expected this dominant result. Now 1 step away on the brink of playing for the ultimate goal.
Chris, you're exactly right. And I think the most dangerous thing is a team that is a really good team, knows they're really good, and is playing up to their potential. That's exactly what we're seeing right here. This group is so efficient on offense, and their stars are playing at a high level. Moving forward to the national championship game, I don't know if it matters who they play. It only matters if they play up to their potential. It's their standard for a championship in the next round.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Here's a quick throw off the play fake.
All right, that's a good start to this drive, and now you got to start thinking about game situation. You're down multiple possessions here. When do you go ahead and take the field goal? If they get this ball into field goal range and there's a minute 20 left, you might want to think about taking that field goal then trying to get the ball back to go score your touchdown.
The 1st down on the ground, that's been something that's been hard to come by for this offense here. There's still time, though, to get the running game going.
Chris, it has been tough sledding running the football. Even that 1st down run, there's just not a lot of room, not a lot of success. It seems like this
he cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is what makes this defensive tackle so good. The ability to rush the quarterback from the interior. And here, even on He's able to destroy the blocks in front of him, get into the backfield, and quarterback. Big fella doing work.
Looking to pass here on second down. Just standing there, gets hit again.
This has been a totally dominant performance by this pass rush. 5th sack of the game. This offensive line cannot protect the quarterback, and they continue to just tee off. I will not be surprised if they get 1 or 2 more.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here comes the pressure. The ball is picked off. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense. And that play could end the season for this offense, but the defense, what an enormous play, Joe. So close now to moving on.
This group was confident all week that they were going to make the plays necessary to go out and win this game, and they've been able to do that on the defensive side. And I got to tell you, what a crushing moment for this offense. All of that work, all offseason, all season long, and it comes down to win or go home, and their season is likely over.
Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, 4th quarter, and able to run the football on 1st down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory. That wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 35-yard attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. certainly something important to celebrate. But Joel, these semifinal games are always tricky because they can't celebrate for long. The ultimate game now awaits them.
We are exactly right. As big of a hurdle as this is, and what a wonderful accomplishment it is, the biggest hurdle and the biggest accomplishment is still ahead. They've got to go and play for a national title. That's where their focus needs to go 100% as quickly as possible.
So now the final two teams remain standing to battle for this season's national championship. We'll see you there. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.